Hello, welcome back to Pransh Rastogi channel. Today we are going to discuss about a very interesting topic that is open intent framework. This video we have divided into three segments. First is the state of Ethereum. Second is what happened after the state of initial state of Ethereum. And finally, were there any problem arise after that? Without wasting time, let's discuss the part one, that is the state of Ethereum. As you can see in the video itself, Ethereum was slow initially, but we scaled Ethereum with the roll-up centric roadmap, and that was a huge progress for us. But as we got L2s, actually a lot of them, as you can see even here visually, we got Polygon like scaling, blazingly fast. We got Optimism, we got Arbitrum, Base, Darknet, and a lot more. But this leads to the fragmentation in Ethereum. That was a major issue. The hassle of switching between chain and manual process have three major problems. First is the fragmentation due to the scaling. Second is users and liquidity got spread across multiple chain and being the multi-chain inherently rather than like the uni-chain or the universal chain uh, that we usually want. But why do we use this L2s for? Actually, with a lot of things. For a lot of things. Let's see. For example, let's say one of the user or some of the user want to explore NFT on Polygon, right? But some of the user want to explore the decentralization or decentralized social network on the base network. While the other players or the other users just wanted to play games or explore games on the Arbitrum chain, right? But the need to move between different L2s has led to the fragmentation and inefficiency in the user experience. Even you can see in the video, different L2s and the asset transfer among them was very difficult, like in terms of user experience. And this led us to the next segment of this video, that is the intents. All of these issues led us to the rise of one thing, that is the rise of intents. Now, let us try to understand what are intents, what is intents with the help of an example, that is GPS and maps. All of us, or most of us, use Google Maps. So let's assume what you usually do when you have to use a Google map. You provide the source and destination. That is the intent for the Google Maps. We provided with the source and destination to the Google map, and the solver automatically do all the things in the background. For example, finding the best route and all the calculation and everything. And it basically show us the path from the source to the destination. This is similar to how intent and solver works in the ecosystem. Now, we are going to see this intent solver demo actually in the Web3 or the crypto space. We are going to move a few of the USDC from the base to Arbitrum network. I will also drop the link of this demo that you can explore. So you simply, with a single click, we can transfer the assets from the base network to the Arbitrum network. And you can also see this the demo on app.openintents.xyz. Now, the problem or the question is how do intent and solver works? There are three things, that is the intent expression, execution, and the settlement. To describe this in the much better way, we can basically see this diagram. The expression thing is where user specify their desired outcome on the application. Similar in the example of Google Maps, our desired outcome was the source and destination. Then the intent execution, that solver compete to execute the intent and the winner fulfilling the request. Similarly, like the background thing. And the settlement is the solver is paid and the intent protocol verifies the satisfaction. So this is basically the three process that usually happens. The open intent framework, which is modular and open source framework, which provides basically the deploying and building of intent project infrastructure, which eliminates the need to build everything from scratch. They can rather collaborate and of course get the flexibility to make an improvement on the existing intent infrastructure, which also like ERC 7683 plays a major role. As you can see, it have few of the components, like major things. It removes the fragmentation or eliminates the fragmentation, which eventually speed up the transactions and boost liquidity into the ecosystem. This is a standardized how intents are created and offers flexibility on how they are settled. A diverse settlement network project can implement settlement process that best fits their needs, providing versatility across the ecosystem. Not only this, the open source open intent framework composed of three things majorly. like the composable smart contracts, open intent solvers, and the UI. So over here, we are going to explore OIF by going to their GitHub repo as of now. Yeah. Cool. Let's try to understand the intent framework GitHub repo. In this, what we are going to do is, firstly, like this is like, of course, a full stack of you can find the contract, smart contract solvers, and the UI. You can see over here. We are going to focus more on the smart contracts. You can find it over here in the Solidity thing. I can drop the link of the repo in the description of the video. And on the TypeScript, you can find the solvers and the UI. So click on the Solidity, then SRC. You can find the sample contracts of ERC 7683 implementation derived to this. But let's focus on the interface of the ERC 7683 itself. Okay, so this is whole smart contract is there. I'm not going to explain each and everything. For example, like nonce used to replay protection or like prevents the replay protection. We are going to divide this into the segment and then try to understand with a flowchart. So first thing is, if you read this whole contract, these are majorly divided into three segments. One is the order structs. Okay, second is the second is the supporting stuff, and third is the settlement interfaces. Okay, we are going to just focus on the purpose of each of these structure as of now, then we move to the flowchart. So first thing is the guestless cross chain order. So if you see over here, the in the interfaces, this is the flowchart, but again I'm going back to the contract, and why I've showed you this flowchart is to create an image, why and at what point we are going to call it from the smart contract, and you should have that a rollback in your mind. So first thing is, there are two type of order creation can be happen. One is the guestless cross-chain order. So the purpose of this is this allow user to create an order without paying the gas fee themselves. This is a filler third party who is going to submit an order on their behalf. Second is on-chain cross-chain order. It's like a tongue twister. On-chain cross-chain order. This is used when the or like when the user submits the gas fee itself, or like order itself. So he has or she has to pay the gas fee itself only. Okay, no filler, nothing like that. Then you can see the resolved cross-chain order. This represent a fully resolved order that has been processed and broken down into explicit parameters for the settlement. You can see all the parameters over here. Then this struct output from here, like we have the supporting struct. Like I've discussed, there are three types of categories. So these come under the supporting struct. Simple, the struct output is used for the expected token outputs for the order. If you see the what is this fill instruction? So fill instruction is basically provides detailed instruction for executing each part of the order fill on the destination chain. Okay, again the parameters are self-explanatory. Now, the interfaces that we have now, this comes under the category of settlement interfaces. So first, the iOrigin settler is the interface that defines how order are opened and resolved on the origin chain. Okay. Second, where it is, this I destination settler. So this specify the interface for the contracts on the destination chain that will execute part of the fill. And I think this is it over here like in the contract itself. Now if you're going to see the flowchart diagram, you can see like we have the initial express intent, like the whole flow, like how things work. So first thing is anything that start is with the user, when user of course express an intent that okay let's swap this transfer asset cross chain or something like that. Then we have order creation. Over here you can see like two paths exist. One is the gasless cross chain order, on chain cross chain order. As we discussed, one of them is used when user is not going to pay the gas fee, the filler is there. Other one is there when user itself submits the order. Okay, once these are done, then there is a origin settlement. In this, the iOrigin setter, even we see in the previous code, right? The iOrigin setter contract opens and resolves order into a standardized format, because that is the whole idea of the open intent framework. Then the order resolution, you can see this is orders are transformed into resolve cross-chain order. We saw that function that includes detailed outputs and fill instruction. Final is the settlement, that is the destination settlement. You can see, and in this, the I destination settler that we have previously, contract executes the necessary fill on the destination chain. So this is like a basic flow of the ERC 7683 contract interfaces, and this is how it can be divided. So again, I'll just give you a little bit glimpse. If you see, if you want to run and how all the README and the commands is here. If you go to the TypeScript, you can find the solver and the UI. Again, these are the supporting functions and the UI is like totally built. You can just simply clone this and run this by this command. But major was that ERC 7683 interfaces that we have discussed. So you can focus more on that. So yeah, that's it majorly into this GitHub wrap of the intents framework. We can conclude this by saying intents for everyone with everyone. Thank you so much for watching this video. Do let me know if you have any queries in the comment box. Also drop out your suggestion or the topic on which I can make the video next. Till then, happy hacking. Signing off, Pranch Rastogi.